Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be another hair tutorial. I love these textured waves. I know they were super popular last year, but this one's going to be a little bit different. Now I do have a separate tutorial on this, but it's more defined, it's more linear. If you guys want to see that video, I'll leave it right here. Today I'll be using the waver by insert name here. This product just creates the perfect amount of waves, even for something like this where it's just not as defined and it looks more irregular. I love a look like this because it's going to look so good throughout the day, and it's something that you can't mess up. Like, even if you get thicker sections, thinner sections, it's supposed to look imperfect. If you want to see my hair go from this 3-day-old blowout to this, make sure to keep watching. Starting off with 3-day hair, I did like a straight kind of blowout. My bangs are looking alright. They're definitely wilting. They're not as voluminous as day one. So since I'm doing this kind of like textured beach waves, I do want to add more volume to my hair and overall just more texture. I want a little more volume up here at the crown, specifically by my bangs. So I'm going to go in with the Dove Dry Shampoo, multiple like different ones with different colors. I have the green one. I can't really see much of a difference whether you go from one color to the next. This one is the Detox and Purify. I like the Dove one specifically because it gives me a lot of volume. There is a slight white cast, but you can definitely rub it out. It's not as bad as some other ones I've tried. I'm hoping, and maybe there's something out there already, but like a dry shampoo that's completely invisible. And I'm not talking about a brunette dry shampoo because I've tried those out before and it just gets quite messy and gets in your fingernails. If you're someone that likes to, I don't know, just play with your hair throughout the day or even just like scratch your head, it doesn't really work, you know. It kind of looks like your nails are dirty, so that doesn't work for me, but this one is a really great option.
Maybe I'm overreacting to this whole thing, being too dramatic, overthinking.
I want to make sure I have a lot of texture in my hair, so if I say that a lot throughout this video, that's what I'm trying to achieve. I'm going to go in with this Bumble BB Thickening Cream Contour. You don't need that much. You use it on dry hair. I'm really going to be focusing it on the middle end to the tips, so nowhere near my scalp or anything up here since I use dry shampoo. Since I'm applying heat and I want to protect my hair, I am going to go in with the Eva NYC Main Magic 10-1 Primer. Today's main star is the insert name here, the waver. Now this is perfect. To me, this is like a style that I would be wearing spring and summer. You can even use it on your regular natural texture. So for example, my hair texture isn't like this. This is again a 3-day-old blowout, but I feel comfortable using this just to enhance my natural texture. So it's going to be a little bit different depending on what direction you want to go with. But today I'm going to create a more like undefined texture. You guys have probably seen on Pinterest and Instagram where girls use this and the waves are very defined. Like it's very like linear, I guess you would say. I've actually done that before on my Instagram. If you guys want to see that video, I'll leave it right here. This one in particular comes with a glove. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really use the glove. I do think it is important, but for whatever reason, when I wear the glove and I'm taking sections of my hair, I feel like my hand and my hair are very like out of touch. I just can't feel my hair texture. I don't have a good hold on it. I don't know. It's just something like a weird like outer body experience. I don't know if you guys have had that experience before, but definitely let me know in the comments below. Do you actually use the glove that comes with it? For something of this size and shape, I definitely recommend wearing this, but for whatever reason, I just don't feel comfortable using a glove, and I tend to be slower. It's a really weird experience, but I definitely recommend it because this is very like in your face. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the lowest setting is 170 and the highest setting is 450. I'm going to do 350. That's what I typically do for all heat tools. If I have that option, like 350, 360, 400 is way too hot for my hair. That's not necessary, especially since I already blow dried my hair. So it's gonna go even faster. Just something to keep in mind. Even though there is this higher temperature that's available, your hair doesn't necessarily need it. It really depends on your hair texture. Wow, this heats up so quickly. I was only talking about like a couple of minutes and it's already at 350. I also appreciate this metal piece just so when you put this on a flat surface like your countertop, maybe your vanity, some sort of table, it doesn't ruin your furniture piece because that can be really frustrating. Now I'm going to split my hair in half and then pin up one side, and what I like to do is start from the lower end and work my way up. That allows me to not miss a piece. That's really important for this style. Like, yes, you don't want it to look perfect, but you don't want to have pieces that are completely straight. Don't worry, I'm wearing a top. I feel like you guys can't see my tops. whenever I film. That's gonna change once I move. Depending on the thickness of your hair, these waves are going to appear more defined or less defined. So less hair you have, the smaller the sections, the more defined the waves are going to be. I'm going to be doing something in between. So not too thick, but also not too thin. And I'm also leaving the ends straight. That to me is like the perfect ideal beach wave. For your ends, maybe the last 2 inches, 2.5 inches or so are on the straighter side. I'm not going at the root. 1, because I don't want to burn myself. 2, I don't want it to be defined. Like I want it to look irregular, and as you guys can see, I'm barely leaving it on. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Not for this particular hairstyle that I'm going for. For my hair length, I go about 3 times, and my hair kind of hits right at my chest, maybe just a little bit below if it's a blowout. So again, I only keep it on for 3 seconds, keeping the end straight. This last section is quite small compared to my first few, and that's okay. Again, you don't want it to be perfect. And then I'm just gonna allow it to cool and just work up here. Another thing, I'm not going too close to my part compared to the last time I used something similar to this. I just want it to look relaxed and just not so defined. So really where I'm starting off is like right about the ear.
Myself worked up over nothing. But baby, you said it's over, but cry on my shoulder.
For now, I'm gonna leave my bangs as is. I might use the waver on them like ever so slightly just to get a little bit of a bend. They do still have a bend for my blow dryer and just using that dry shampoo to kind of revive it. But I don't know, should I use my waver on it? I'm not really too sure. I think it looks pretty good, like not using it. I think it flows nicely, but I might see after I put some product in and after I do this side and just see how it looks. So same thing on the other side. Again, just be extra careful because this is hot.
But I'm still thinking of you on the car ride home, staring at my phone, still invested. But I know you said we fell out of love, boy, that's just how it goes. It's hard to move on when you want my clothes. Picture you, baby, with somebody else. It's killing me softly, I can't help myself.
Make sure both sides are completely cooled down, especially if your hair doesn't hold a curl very well. I am going to go in with the Kazoo Texturizing Wave Spray. I did a full line review on Kazoo. If you guys are curious about that brand, it has a lot of hype. If you want to know my opinion, I'll leave that video right here. This just adds the perfect texture, but it still allows for movement, and if you were to wear this today and you wanted to brush your hair out the next day, you could totally do that. And then I'm just going to give a scrunch. As you guys can see the difference with texture spray, without texture spray, it adds just more grit and separation, and I feel like the ends just look not so defined. They look more piecey, and also just overall more volume. And now that the side has completely dried, I'm going to go back in with a texture spray. Guys, I cannot say how good this stuff is. To me, it's one of their best products out there. I've used quite a bit since December, so it will last you quite a while. And just to add a little bit of hair oil, since my hair is 3-day old, I'm trying out, I've been testing out actually these last couple of weeks. The brand is called Bread. You can get this at Sephora. I'll link everything that I used today down below. It is Black owned, so if you want to support them, I would definitely check them out. And this is just like an everyday gloss for your hair. You don't need that much. It's kind of similar to Kazoo in the sense of like their packaging, and it's far less expensive also. I think it's around $25-ish and you get this much. And this is how I create waves using the waver by insert name here. I love the texture. I love it's just not perfect, and then just being out and about, even with humidity or wind, it's just gonna really enhance all of that. This is perfect for the warmer weather. I'm getting so excited. It's going to be like 70 degrees in New York, so I'm super pumped. And this is what I'm going to be rocking for now until the end of summer. If you enjoyed this hair tutorial, definitely like this video and subscribe to this channel for more fashion and beauty content. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!
Oh, you tell me, babe, I should be less reckless with my feelings. I should be more careful who I'm kissing.